We're 1,000 miles from comfort. We have traveled land and sea. But as long as you are with me, there's no place I'd rather be.
Defending sweatshops is not about defending corporate profits, economic efficiency. It's about the welfare of the third world workers. And I think first we should say what we mean by a sweatshop. It's a place in the third world with very low pay by our Western standards and very poor working conditions, both health, safety, long hours of work, predictability of overtime, maybe lack of breaks or bathroom breaks, vacation time, many days a week, all of those things. With the appalling working conditions that they are, the workers still choose to work there, and that choice is important. Them choosing to work there demonstrates that they think it's better than the alternatives available to them. And the other alternatives are often much worse. It could be scavenging, begging, or even prostitution. Let's take Cambodia, for example. There's a trash dump there where workers earn about 75 workers, it's actually an exaggeration, where people scavenging earn about 75 cents a day for their efforts in the broiling sun. But yet, working in a sweatshop there can earn workers as much as $2 a day. This is a much better alternative to that.
Views towards sweatshops. I don't like them, but I feel that they become a necessary, I'm not going to call it necessary evil, but they are an evil out there that I think we as a first world country need to push against.
So I disagree with the use of sweatshops. I'm taking it to mean when you use the term sweatshops that we're using, or that they're using young children. It does also come into play where it's not just young children, it could be adults. And they're basically just being forced to work against their will. So again, in Canada that's illegal. Unfortunately in other countries it does occur. So I totally disagree with it.
Things on sweatshops are like, I'm not in favor of them because I feel that yes, it's creating jobs, but in third world developing countries, but at the same time it's very unfair and it's poor working conditions. I'm not keen towards them. I feel that if companies like sweatshops are, factories would be fine, but if you're opening up sweatshops just to have cheap labor, I feel that that's not appropriate, that's not fair as well. Other than that, I feel that companies should really look into restricting their working regulations and not having these sweatshops, and in fact having formal, proper economical companies that are running in these third world developing countries such as India, China,
in some different ways. I mean, with sweatshops, folks there are working at really cheap wages, and as a result of third world countries working so cheaply, and as a result of free trade, it really forces down here in Canada and North America our own wages. So from a selfish perspective, our wages are also driven down to a much lower level. On a humanistic perspective, we have a lot of desperate people working for very low wages in third world countries, and none of us are really that much further ahead as a result of having this option called sweatshops.
So in Canada, yes it is. It's against labor legislation. Globally, it's a whole different issue because it depends on the country's own labor legislation about whether it's legal or illegal. So unfortunately, in some countries, they don't have legislation that protects young workers.
In theory, I guess it should be boosting our economy. In other words, our folks here will be working on jobs that pay more than the type of product that comes from a sweatshop, i.e. a sweatshop tends to produce clothing, really more manual, menial tasks. And so in theory, we're supposed to be going up the value chain and working on tasks or jobs that are much more value added and hence a lot more with a lot more, I guess, higher wage potential. But the reality of it is that's not the way it's working out. It really becomes, a race to the bottom. So, no, it does not do much, I think, to boost our economy. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on your perspective, it does boost the local economy with third world countries. So, after all is said and done, there is some positive impact for a third world country.
I guess it's the education piece, so being educated about what sweatshops are, where they occur, and if they're occurring in other nations, then it's basically, hopefully, that the country that you live in will help fight against that. Again, dealing with the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, a document that the United Nations follows, basically states that sweatshops should not be allowed. But again, that's countries coming together to fight that on a global issue.
If I was put in a sweatshop, I don't know how it feels, to be honest. I feel that I'd be really upset because, first of all, the working conditions are really poor. It's dangerous. Two, the wages that I'm being given are not enough for me to sustain a living for me and my family. Third, I'd try looking for a way to get out and find a better, suitable skilled job or a career so that my safety is, I'm safe, and at the same time I'm being paid well and fairly and not treated with abuse, because from my knowledge, a lot of people in sweatshops are treated with abuse. Therefore, I feel that I just be really disappointed. I just wouldn't like my working environment. I'd try to leave. I'd try to escape, I guess. Yeah, that's pretty much it.